Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Dylan Thomas, and I'm super excited to welcome you back here to Student Spotlight. But oh wait, this isn't a student on screen, is it? It's Professor Michaels. I don't see no student other than me, so super excited.
I'm just an older student, that's all.
Very older student. He
That's
stayed
it.
back about 35 years.
Yeah.
That's
good.
impressive. But no, today I'm going to be just asking first ever professor. I had some questions because
Okay.
celebration of 35 years here at Dean. You crazy madman, but you've done it. Very impressive. This is a round of applause. So I guess my first question
Thank
is, what's your name? What do you teach here on campus?
Vic Michaels, I teach communications, and that a lot of different courses in communications, everything from the audio production courses, web design and social media, media writing. I've taught just about everything in our program except video.
Yeah, that normally we leave that to Greg Siebert, but
And I also run the radio station.
Does run the radio station. What radio station is that?
WGAO FM Power 88.
I mean, definitely a great radio station. And it is Southeastern New England's hottest rock. So
yes, it is.
With a title like that, it's pretty serious business. So I guess my first question for you is how did you become interested in teaching, specifically at Dean?
Accidentally, but so here's the story. I was working in the radio business on the radio, and I had my DJ company. And a friend of mine who was teaching at Dean part-time, his name is John Coletto, also known as Coach Coletto in the radio business. He does sports broadcasting. Had mentioned to me that he was teaching production and couldn't do it any longer. And production was one of my fortes at the time. I was with a grease pencil and a razor blade, so to speak, because in those days you had to mark your own audio tape and cut it and tape it back together. Ooh. So when I did a lot of shows and put phone callers on the air, during the songs playing, we would be editing the phone calls by cutting the audio tape off of a large reel-to-reel and then playing it back to make it sound like an instant request. So he mentioned my name to somebody and then asked for my resume. So I sent it in, and then I interviewed with a guy by the name of Michael Keith, who would go on to be one of the biggest gurus in communications teaching in the country. He has several textbooks. He's published about 30 different textbooks. He just retired from Boston College. And he also worked in the radio business a long time ago, but he was dedicated to writing books about radio and different aspects of radio. He's many different books. He interviewed me and pretty much hired me on the spot.
So it sounds like kind of Dean drew you just because the opportunity, but do you think there's something that makes Dean College and maybe the communications program special compared to other universities? Oh,
absolutely. So we call it the Dean difference, and I'm sure other people say, what is that? What is the Dean difference? So you know this because you're a student. You know that not only do we work very closely with our students, we get to know our students. So I wear many hats. I'm not just a college professor. I mean, I'm a mentor. I give advice. I help with many different aspects. We're fully involved with our students because we really care. I think when I went to college, I never saw my professors outside of the classroom. When they had office hours, you could never find them. Even though I went for my second master's at Emerson, I could never find my professors around. And I said to myself, God, if this was me a dean, it would never work. You have to be there for your students.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's really important. I guess I have a question. Where do you see your future? I mean, you've taught here.
I'm going to be right here at Dean.
Right here at Dean?
Right here at Dean till my dying days, yes.
Dying days?
That's my plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, I have something here. I remember when I got accepted to Dean and I was admitted, you wrote a letter. And I have a letter right here.
Handwriting?
Handwriting's perfect. It says, "Hi, Dylan. I'm thrilled to have you as my student in my class. I'm looking forward to working with you, Professor Michaels." And then it's oh, you should call me. There's something like that. And I called you and you rambled on for 30 minutes about the radio.
That's what I do.
That's what he does.
Because you're the future. You're the future of America. We want to encourage you. Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. So I dug that up because I thought it'd be really
That's
cute.
Good. Save that. That's funny. I'm impressed that you saved that. It's complete with my sloppy handwriting.
It's on my wall of memories, and I kind of don't know why, but it is.
It's my wife kissing me goodbye. You missed it.
Oh, hi. Very sweet. But
She's off to work her insane hours.
Oh, insane hours. Yeah. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I had a lot of fun.
Hey, happy to do it, Dylan.
I'm going to stop recording now. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Stay tuned for more episodes.